Welcome back to BreslovCampus on the Parsha of the week, Parshat Toldot, based on Rebbe Nachman's teachings in lesson 35. Rebbe Nachman says in the Likutei Moharan on lesson 35 that the root of everything and the goal of everything in this creation is Chokhmah, is to reconnect to Chokhmah. Chokhmah is wisdom. In other words, our goal in this life is by being born into this world, growing up in this world, going through all the experiences that we are made to go through everything, to reconnect everything back to Hashem, the knowledge, the wisdom of Hashem, to find Hashem's presence in everything, through the Torah's perspective, to be able to properly look at and deal with and go with situations and to reconnect them. Because of that, wisdom is called the beginning. Like the verse says, Reshit Chokhmah. The beginning is wisdom, Reshit Chokhmah. But the condition is, in order to connect to this Reshit Chokhmah, you need the remaining part of the verse, Yirat Hashem. You need the fear of heaven. Through fear of heaven, then you can properly reconnect to the beginning of wisdom, to connect everything back. So that's the condition, and that's the test. If a person will have Yirat Shamayim, which means to respect and fear Hashem, meaning that there's a reason why I'm here and I have a job to do and I can't just have fun and do what I'd like, but I have a fear of heaven. I have someone above me that I'm going to have to pay the price if I don't do my mission and my job right. Hashem in the end wants to only help a person, benefit a person, but you need to listen, you need to have that awareness on you. That's the idea of having fear of heaven, that it keeps you awake and in tune for the purpose. We spoke about many times already that in connecting to the beginning, a person has awake mode in life and sleep mode. We sleep in order to renew our mind, our brain, so we can continue and start again and reconnecting to Hashem. So the purpose of sleep is very, very important in life. Now Rebbe Nachman says that you have many attitudes and situations in life which are also considered sleep mode. One is business. When a person goes out to work, okay, he's in a bit of danger because the work world has many temptations to cheat and to, like, in a wrong way, gain money. And money is, if you want to say, the biggest means to enjoy this world, to connect to this world, and to disconnect this world from God. When a person now has money, he basically has, so to speak, a type of a control of the world. With money you can buy anything. What does it mean you can buy anything? That there's a type of a control on the world. And when a person, God forbid, feels a control to the world, so he loses the perspective of Yirat Hashem, a fear of heaven, that there's a goal of this world to reconnect everything to that beginning, to that Chokhmah, to the initial point of creation of this world, the wisdom of Hashem, the awareness of Hashem. This basically, with this introduction, we can basically see that this was the difficulty between Yaakov and Esav. Esav was the firstborn, and firstborn in Hebrew translates as a Bechorah. The firstborn is the Bechor, which means he has firstborn rights. What are these firstborn rights? When someone is born first in a family, it is synonymous to the beginning also of creation, which is Chokhmah. Just like Chokhmah, wisdom, is the beginning, and it's called the beginning, so too in a family, when there's a first fruit, because a child being born is the greatest revelation of God in the world. When another child is born, another human being is born, these are the beings, the species in this world that are going to do the job of revealing Hashem in the world. So that in a family, when a husband and wife are together and they begin to produce fruit, the firstborn child, he has a similar, if you want to say, classification towards the idea of Chokhmah. That's the idea of a firstborn. Here in this case, Esav, who there is eventually, the Arizal explains, going to be high hopes for Esav, because the name Esav comes from the word Asiyah. Asiyah is the lowest term of the four levels of creation of this universe. There's what's called Atzilut, Beria, Yetzira, Asiyah. There are 4 levels of creation in this world that Hashem used in the formation. The lowest one, the final one, was called Asiyah, which means actual making, formation. And Esav is named after that, because the goal eventually, when Mashiach comes, when this world will be rectified, God willing, is that Esav will come back. We will, God willing, be able to elevate all the holy sparks which are trapped, if you want to say, in the people in the world who represent Esav. They will come back. They will have a rectification. That's the goal. It's not just to obliterate and destroy the evil totally. That's Amalek. But Amalek is a part of Esav, if you want to say, okay? And Esav eventually will have rectification. The good in Esav will come back, God willing. So because of the high hopes of the final perspective of creation, Hashem made it that Esav was the firstborn, and not Yaakov. Even though Yaakov translates as the heel, the end, okay, Esav, though, is the goal to get him back. So we let him be born first, as a representation of what eventually is going to be, that Esav, the sparks, the holiness trapped in Esav, and the people who are attitudes of Esav will come back B'ezrat Hashem. Yaakov will be always doing the job. He's the one on the heel, on the bottom, letting Esav run the show, letting Esav, in our exile that we're in now, the exile of Edom, having the upper say, upper hand, etc. So Esav was born first.